Okay, segment 4.
Segment 4.
Iceland
Road
trips.
We're going to go a little road trip through Iceland, people. We're going to see glaciers and hot springs. And the pronunciation of these places, once again, disclaimer, please forgive us. We're not making fun. We just literally don't know how to pronounce these things.
So, okay, go ahead.
So maybe, why don't you do a little Google Translate and see if it helps us out. So
start.
Why don't we try the first one?
Why don't we try the second one and then go back to the other one?
Okay, because it's easier to pronounce. The second one is Blue Lagoon. It's a thorough geothermal spa with mineral-rich waters. Premium retreat spa offers quieter and more luxurious experience. So if you want the retreat spa there, we highly recommend it if you want to be more secluded. We do recommend to book early. It does sell out fast. We recommend pairing it with an overnight stay at the Silica Hotel. So supposedly in that region where the Blue Lagoon is, the Silica Hotel is fantastic in that region. So we highly recommend that you come and talk to us. We'll be more than happy to book that for you and do it early and book that hotel early. So that way you have access to it. Hold on. Why don't you put it towards the mic to see how you pronounce? Okay. So the first one really is
good. Some Icelandic pronunciation. Jökulsárlón.
Jökulsárlón.
So Jökulsárlón, Glacier Lagoon, it's icebergs. They drift into the Atlantic from Vatnajökull Glacier. Vatnajökull Glacier.
Wildlife, Arctic. Oh, how pretty. They have the seals. That's so pretty.
Yeah. So sorry, guys. We have...
she never visits. So we're actually very excited about this. We have
a cat. She heard traveling with dogs. She got jealous. And then our cat had to come and say, yo, what about, cat travel? I get it.
All right, let's do this one. Thingvellir National Park, and you walk between North America and the intrusion tectonic plates. Wow. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. It's ideal for geology lovers. And we can add guided hikes.
Snorkel
and
tours.
Even snorkel tours within there. So
cold.
Yeah. So we highly recommend it.
Let's skip that one.
Yeah, so this next one, we're going to try. Okay, here goes my cat to ruin the podcast. Literally on the keyboard right now. What are you doing?
Ziggy,
get out.
God damn it.
You need to ask you something. Oh, so I'm going to the next one.
So, yeah, we can pronounce that one. Would that sound good?
No. All right. So now we're going to go to Steligen des Foss Waterfall, one of the few waterfalls in the world that you can walk behind.
Yeah, which is great. And that way you could see pretty much from a mountain's point of view. You wear waterproofs all day, and then the sunsets here supposedly are like the best you're gonna have in Iceland.
All right, and the last one is
these pronunciations. Snuffleupagus Peninsula.
No, Snefflesnis.
Sneffleupagus. Why is the E and the A like combined?
Together. I don't know. We should look that up.
Okay.
And it's in Iceland in miniature. It features black beaches, lava tubes, glaciers, and fishing villages. Very cool.
Yeah, it's excellent for people who want to travel a condensed Iceland trip. So if you
don't have time.
Yeah, you don't have time. Yeah. This is a good option. Again, we could do that for you. We'll customize the day with trips and multi-day circuits. So it's a good way to just make that your hub. And then you could see a little bit of Iceland and that's pretty cool.
So a couple tips that we want to share with you guys is, and when you're doing any type of adventure travel, it's always, any travel, but specifically adventure, to always have some type of insurance. Just to give you a big thing, and I think we've touched on this before, and I think we should do a full episode on this. When you travel, a lot of people like to use their American Express Or let's say they say like, oh, but I have insurance. My insurance, it goes international, and American Express has travelers insurance. That's great. But usually it's just maybe for lost items like a luggage, what have you, and it's very limited. However, there are insurances that are specifically geared towards traveling and medical. Let me repeat that, medical. And that is important because yes, you may hear, oh, but there's free healthcare in these parts of the world, but it's not free to you. You are not a citizen. So those are not going to be extended to you. Accidents happen. I've had people have ankle sprains that had to go to urgent care to get wrapped up. I was sick 2 different times. I had a very bad allergic reaction in Canada. I was very blessed because my best friend that lives there is a doctor. However, if she wasn't, some of the things would not have been available to me as they would be to somebody who was just visiting. I also got sick in Spain. Some of these places, especially like pharmacies, are not open on Sunday. So you need medicine. You have to go to some type of urgent care. It's going to cost you. So having these extra insurances that may sound like, oh, an extra $200 to $500 for my trip. However, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. It's saved money later on if, God forbid, something were to happen. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, you know what? I think it does deserve a segment.
Yeah, and there's many different levels that you can get, just so you know. And they also work with, let's say we're doing a trip, and this has happened where we travel a part of the trip. Our children come later on. They leave. You can actually change the timing for each person inside your quote so that it's not a full 10 days for 10 people or whatever. You would have certain charges for the different amount of time for those people in your group that is partying. And also you can get an extra insurance that if you travel all the time, you can pay an annual fee, which is a quarter of the price than you just paying for while you are just traveling.
But it's worth it because travel nowadays, like I said, traveling is a big investment. And if you are going to travel and protect your investment, and what is like a fraction of the cost of what you're spending on traveling to protect all that money, like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's worth it. And again, when you travel, guess what? You are not only like it's the government, it's the country that you're going to, it's the natural elements that you're going against, that there's so many factors that could influence your travel that could really ruin it.
Yeah.
And why not have travel insurance to make sure that you're protected and you don't lose all that money?
And usually for those insurances, not only do they really cover a big umbrella of medical, they will also include 100% payment of your travel of losses as well as reimbursing you. So it's not just medical, it's balled up in one. And no, your American Express is not going to cover that. And neither is your insurance that maybe will help you internationally. But if you're on a trip and something happens, this is just a nice little piece of comfort that you know that you have this to cover you.
Yeah. So like we talked last episode about the, South Pacific, Tokyo, whatever. In that region, I mean, there's a lot of typhoons and things like that. Like, imagine I go travel, I spend all these thousands of dollars to go and travel with my family, and again, weather permit, you can't predict Mother Nature as much as you can, as much as you try, and something happens like that, and it ruins my trip. Like it's covered. Again, traveling is a most important investment you're doing. Protect that investment. And again, it's a fraction, not even if that, fraction of what you're spending. It's worth the money.
I can give you like a ballpark, and I'm just going to say this. I recently had quoted a client of mine. She's a solo traveler. She has some medical issues, nothing huge, but she does have some stuff. And for her trip being for 10 days and over the age of 65, her trip was going to be almost $7,000, and her insurance was an extra $400. That's really nothing. Just to give you an example of an idea that what is my investment of $7,000 versus an extra $400 for a peace of mind if God forbid I need that extra help. So, but definitely. And also too, I think we really should do a medical topic. if you're going to be traveling longer than a month, your prescription drugs, they will give you up to 2 months in advance. A lot of people do not know that. All you have to do is tell your pharmacy, hey, I'm traveling, and they will send in a claim into the insurance, and they will be able to give you 2 months of your medicine so that you are able to travel and go abroad and not have to worry about for your refills.
Yeah, so we definitely went on a tangent on this one at the end,
But
it is important. I agree with you. So we're gonna deep dive this. I agree. I think next episode we're gonna do things you need to know about travel insurance and health,
Medical
insurance,
health, all that. Yeah,
because that's important. I think again, we always talk about the finer things about traveling, but you also need to be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Because shit does happen. Pardon the French. And you need to be prepared for it. And again, it's a big investment. You're guys, you invest in stocks and bonds and in travel.
yeah.
And travel is something that you need to protect.
Hotels are very accommodating. I have another client that is traveling that has a CPAP machine, and they need distilled water. They have never traveled in Europe before. They were very worried. And being the travel advisor, that's my job, is to make sure that they are smooth sailing. I sat there, I contacted every single one of the hotels, explained the situation. All but one were able to have that available for my clients. However, they did give me a pharmacy, and the location is literally right across the street. So that way I'm able to help my client, and they don't have to worry about when they get to that city, what do? I already have the information. So as soon as they drop off their luggage, they can walk exactly across the street, get their distilled water, and continued with their vacation. So that's what travel advisors do. That's our job, is to worry and to do the research for you. So you have a peace of mind, and that insurance is going to help you. So yes, we went off a tangent, but
It's a good tangent.
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
Well, that's it.
Do you want to go into the last ones, or no, you want to end this?
Yeah, we kind of end.
Oh, okay. Let's end it.
Wow.
And scene.
And fiend. But thank you, everyone. Please subscribe, comment.
Like a French film. Let's just
Because what I think of cut, and that's it, done. So not that we're opposed to French film. We love French film.
But I get very angry when I watch them.
My God.
I watched this amazing movie.
You know what? We're going to do a Dorian Destination film review, I think.
I'm like, I just saw this amazing movie. How is it going to end?
Yeah.
I'll never know.
I think
I'll never know.
So, you know what? I think this is pretty fun. We're going to do a segment of us reviewing foreign films. Okay?
But it should be about different parts of the world.
100%. We're going to review from Iran to Spain to Russia.
We should watch Fellini films.
Yes.
So
we're going to do film reviews from a travel lens. And we're gonna go crazy on that. That's amazing.
Eat, love, pray.
Yeah. Eat more eating. But anyway, so thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
Episode 12 is in the books.
Follow us, subscribe. I apologize about the spellings and readings of things. We, on our behalf, are going to take an initiative and to work on that, because
we're gonna try.
I can barely speak English.
That is true.
I'm the worst.
Yeah. And she's the gringa of the relationship.
And don't get text messages from me, because you're going to have to know my language in order to understand what I'm saying.
Wait.
So I apologize.
Wait, can we please show them?
No, let's do
please.
That. This episode needs to end. It's dragged on a little too long.
True. Okay, we're dragging it on. But thank you so much. Episode 12 is in the book.
And Kingston wants to say goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right, love you guys. Ciao, bacalao.
Oh, I thought that ended.